So when I came out of Satanism, and actually I came out of organized Satanism in 1999. In 2008, in January, I was given my Blessed Miraculous Medal. And almost instantly, I was telling people abortion is a satanic sacrifice. In the first talk I gave, that was in Arlington Heights, Illinois, in October 2011. Shout out to Zeno Callahan. She's the one that sponsored that. It's a spiritual warfare conference with me, Father Chris Crotty, and Father Anthony Gramlich. And it's a very fun conference. Zena, you got to throw another one. And at that talk, if you have a copy of that talk, I mention abortion is a satanic sacrifice. So all along, I have said that. But all along, people have said no, that I was either wrong or lying. Now, some people believe me. Some people listen. Some people don't. There's a woman in Maryland that is pro-life. I hear she has 5 or 6 kids. She's in the pro-life movement, but she vehemently fights against me and says that abortion is not a satanic sacrifice, that it's just abortion. It's not spiritual warfare, that I'm incorrect, I'm wrong, or I'm lying by saying that. Now, there are exorcists that say the opposite of what she says. But all along, I have said this. So in August 2015, the Lepanto Institute had interviewed me, and they put out an interview, and it was titled, I'm probably not going to get this exact, but it was something like, Former Satanist Says He Used to Do Abortions in Abortion Clinics. And if you read that article, you were one of millions because it went viral. And everybody covered that story. I got interviewed from an Orthodox Russian television station. I got interviewed by a newspaper at the Vatican. I got interviewed from, I think, a place in France and all over the United States. And it was covered by LifeSite News, Life News, Church Militant, I believe. I don't know where else. But when it came out, and I remember, like I said, it went viral. For the first 5 days on the website, on the Lepanto Institute website, Satanists and Wiccans, because I comment on Satanists and Wiccans in the article, came out against me saying that they don't do these things. They don't practice these things. I'm wrong or lying. I'm the worst guy in the world. For 5 days. For 5 days, I was hammered by the Satanists and the Wiccans for being wrong or lying. Then, funny how that sometimes Satan's left hand doesn't know what Satan's right hand is doing. Imagine that. I don't know. Don't get it. So then on like day 6, the Wiccans came out to a Planned Parenthood and said that abortion is a woman's sacrament. Kind of seems sort of like what I said in my article. And then the Satanists also came out to a Planned Parenthood on the 7th day and put on one of their little mock shows where I could be wrong about the date and the incident, but I think it was the same time that they did the thing where they bound the women's hands behind their backs and poured milk over them to show tyranny of somebody on somebody. I don't know. I don't know what they were trying to show, but then they kind of confirmed that abortion is a satanic sacrifice. It's like, wow, do you guys not communicate with the other Satanists in the United States? Because they were just saying they don't do this kind of stuff. And now you are showing that you do this kind of stuff. But Still, I had people saying, well, I disagree with you. Abortion's not a satanic sacrifice. Satanists don't really do those kind of things. You're just making stories up, or you're lying blatantly, or you're just stupid and wrong. Okay, so I'm either stupid and wrong or I'm lying, but I'm still sticking by my guns that abortion is a satanic sacrifice. Now, I put out my CD set. We were recording it the week of Thanksgiving in 2015, and in December 2015 it came out. And my first opportunity to hand it out was at March for Life 2016. And I printed 1,000 of them and gave away 900 of them at the March for Life. And then thankfully, there was a very gracious man named Mark Fowl. Mark Fowl had given me enough money to print up 1,000 of them. And then thankfully, he gave me enough money again to reprint them and get 3,000 of them the next time, because in my lack of business savvy of giving away 900 copies, I didn't have enough money that if I sold the other 100, I wouldn't have enough money to make another 1,000 copies. So, if you're listening to this video, please offer up a rosary every once in a while for Mark Fowl or Mike Fowl. It's greatly appreciated what he did for me. And so then we had so many people that got that, and they wanted the transcript from it. They wanted it in book form. And, nobody was fighting against it. Nobody was saying, unkind things to me about the CD set. So we came out with the book. And now the book actually has a few extras in it that are not in the CD set. Like, for example, we have Einstein's definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. My example for that is how we fight abortion in this country. Oh, ever since abortion came legal, we decided, let's send people to march and write new laws. And it didn't work. So the next year, we sent more people to march and created new laws. And that didn't work. So we keep sending people to march because it doesn't do diddly. Every year it doesn't do diddly, but we keep doing it because that's all we know to do. It didn't work last year, let's do it again this year. Here we go. And then it doesn't work again, and next year we're going to send more people to march because it doesn't work. Hasn't worked for 50 years. Why stop now? However, we keep expecting it to work, and it never does. Now, I came up with 4 ideas that do work. We have prayer and fasting, and we've shut down a clinic through that. Having masses said at clinics, having a Eucharistic procession with an image of Our Lady of Guadalupe and people praying rosaries, and an exorcism. And places where this has worked, where these things happen, abortion clinics shut down. As a matter of fact, at the clinic locally, when our bishop went out and did these things at the local clinic, Leslie Page, the abortion doctor, went to, she redid it in October of a particular year, and in December at midnight mass, at the Latin mass, Leslie Page showed up on the back pew, came to the Latin mass and said she had not been to Latin mass in 57 years, and she's no longer an abortion doctor. That is uber cool, because abortion is spiritual warfare. And if you want to fight a battle, you have to fight a spiritual battle spiritually. You cannot fight a spiritual battle physically. You need to march to show that these things are unacceptable, but you can't march and think this is all you need to do and this will work. However, I'm still marching ahead still plotting ahead, if you will, with abortion as a satanic sacrifice. And I still have people that say I am wrong, I am mistaken, or I am lying. So I thought, what if I could talk the devil into telling you what he thinks about abortion? Wouldn't that be cool? Now, of course, I'm not going to talk to the devil, and I'm pretty certain that the devil doesn't really want to talk to you, but I've got the next best thing. My friend Whitney here, she's my caregiver, and she is going to read you an excerpt from the Satanic Temple and see what they have to say about abortion.
The Satanic Temple files new lawsuit in response to Texas's anti-abortion law. The Satanic Temple claims SB 8 violates Texas Religious Freedom Restoration Act and is unconstitutional because it unlawfully interferes with members' religious rituals. The Satanic Temple's response to Texas's new abortion restrictions. TST has been closely following the development of overly restrictive and likely unconstitutional restrictions on reproductive freedoms. On September 1st, the Texas Heartbeat Bill, Senate Bill 8, SB 8, went into effect after the Supreme Court declined to temporarily enjoin enforcement of the law. What we are doing now. The Satanic Temple stands ready to assist any member that shares its deeply held religious convictions regarding the right to reproductive freedom. Accordingly, we encourage any members who reside in Texas and wishes to undergo a satanic abortion ritual within the first 24 weeks of pregnancy to contact the Satanic Temple so we may help them fight this law directly. SB 8 does not allow for lawsuits or enforcement of penalties against anyone seeking an abortion. Instead, SB 8 is cynically designed to avoid judicial review of the law and creates enforcement mechanisms against TST and its lawyers who dare challenge the law. We will not be cowed into silence by an unjust law or tyrannical state government. Legal procedure and justification. The Texas Religious Freedom Restoration Act, the TRFRA, provides a mechanism to seek an exemption from any law that restricts the free exercise of religion, because SB 8 imposes an undue burden on the ability of TST members to undergo the satanic abortion ritual. The first step is defending its rights of its members to seek an exemption under TRFRA. If the state declines to provide such an exemption, TST can then seek judicial relief from the law.
So another friend, Kristen, my secretary, read me something else from one of their websites where it basically said that if you wanted an abortion and your state says no, you can join the Satanic Temple and then join them for a satanic ritual abortion. Odd how that I have said this all along, and even Satanists came out and said, we don't believe in this stuff. We don't do abortions and rituals. This isn't what the stuff that we do. He's stupid. He's lying. He's wrong. Look at that. It appears I'm right. Shocking. Finally, the devil has confirmed what I've been saying all along. All right. Well, there you have it. Straight from the horse's mouth, so to speak. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is my last video of the day, quite possibly for the next month. I'm not sure. If you have any ideas, please leave them in the comment section, and maybe you'll see your video next on my YouTube channel. All right. God bless. Have a good day.